Hello. Hello. Welcome. I'm here. I'm here. I'm a little frazzled. It's been a very busy day. I just got home from college, so I'm back in my normal bed now. Let me see. Oh yeah, I still haven't drawn the toggles like I said I would. That's a later me issue. Um, it's been a long day. It's been a long many days, cause finals week. But I scheduled this stream like 2 weeks after my last one, and I was like, I just can't go. I can't go any later than that. At least I really didn't want to. Okay. But I was really dedicating. Ugh, my gosh, I was really dedicated to making stream happen today. So here I am making stream happen today. I was not able to get to checking out all of those. What is it? I was not able to check out the things that I wanted to improve off stream because, finals week. But now that I'm home, I'm going to have a much easier time checking out the things that I want to upgrade. I'm going to start by trying something with the hair. I think what was my pen size? It was like 3 something, right? Oh. Hold on. Let me draw! It's not letting me draw! Bro. If I have technical difficulties this early into the stream, it's Jover. It's Jover. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why can't I draw? This is not ideal. Oh, I hadn't chosen any color. Hold on. Okay, I still can't draw, which is not ideal. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I fear what will happen if I close. I really don't like having to close and reopen Krita. Hold on. I'm going to just open VTube Studio while I do this, because the thing is, for drawing streams, I have to stream the whole screen. I can't just choose the Krita window, which means a lot of my information could be compromised if something goes wrong while I try to do. Anyways, gonna hope that closing Krita and reopen it works. I am literally the Prince of Scuff. People ask me what I'm the Prince of. I'm the Prince of Scuff, I fear. Oh my gosh. My computer's actually really struggling right now. This is a little scary. It's okay. Let's see. I still can't draw. Oh my god. What am I doing wrong? I'm so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassing. I fear I'm dumb. I fear I'm dumb. I was on the whole folder, not an actual drawing layer. I fear I'm dumb. I fear this is my fault and I'm dumb. We're gonna move on from that. Like I was trying to say, I was very dedicated to making stream happen, so here I am in my bed, which is inside my closet, naturally. Trying to find the right size for this. This is about right. This is fine. Anyways, let me see. There's so many pieces. I like that I was so dedicated to making so many pieces of hair. However, I do not know. I might have to change around the little pieces of hair that are visible. Yeah, the front is gonna have to get a little itty bit retconned. But that's okay. You know what? Let me... I think it's these backmost pieces that are just not really helping. Yeah. Oh my already so many layers. Okay, I can work with this. Yeah, I can work with this. Oh. Except what I can't do is lower both of their opacity at once. That's weird. Today I do not have hydration because I'm in my closet bed and I don't want that, but I am sure I will need to go grab something to drink very soon. So if that occurs, I will simply put the stream on hold, which is okay. I seem to be struggling to breathe all of a sudden. It was not like that before stream, and it's not because I'm nervous, because I'm over my pre-stream nerves. I fell asleep early. I took a nap in my binder, 3-hour nap, so you never know. Bind responsibly, my friends. I should be Exhibit A. I think I am, unfortunately, I am literally the epitome of do as I say, not as I do. I'm so bad about, oh my gosh, should I even say this? I might get in trouble if I say this, but I'm so bad about piercing care. And I'm also the biggest person of, like, take good care of your piercings, but I fear I am not responsible enough to take good care of my piercings. I had a piercing appointment last night in the city right before I came back home from college, and unfortunately, I'm just so picky about my jewelry. What I wanted to do was purchase a bunch of new jewelry. I'd saved up a lot to make it possible. But unfortunately, when I got there, it was all... I just didn't like any of it. And I have a specific vision for the kind of earrings that I want in each of my ears as I'm building up my collection of piercings. And I just couldn't purchase any of it. None of it was my style. But then the only thing that I was able to do there, because, going back to the beginning, I had a downsizing appointment. That was the initial reason I came there. And over the phone, when I'd scheduled this appointment with a piercing place I've never been to, they failed to inform me that they can't downsize threaded jewelry. What kind of piercing parlor can't... I shouldn't be too mean, right? Is that mean? But that's so weird, right? I thought that was really weird, but I had one pair of threadless earrings that that should have been downsized. So I was like, okay, I do have one pair of earrings that we can downsize. But the only pair that I could downsize ended up having irritation bumps that I didn't feel or see because they're on the inside. It's my forward helixes, and the piercing bump is on the inside of both of them. And I can't feel either of them. They're not in pain at all. So I don't know what I did wrong to cause this to happen, because I don't feel any pain. So I don't know. Anyways, though, I'm working on healing my piercings. I need to get more responsible about taking care of my piercings. If I'm going to preach it, I better be practicing it, you know? I love telling people how to take care of their piercings and then not taking care of... Okay, to be fair, I take very good care of my piercings. I do really, really care about taking care of my piercings. The thing is, I'll sanitize them, I'll clean them very well, I won't touch them, but the second there is dried blood or crust, I can't help myself. I think it's valid. We all have our flaws. Mine is I can't not pick at piercing crust, so it's okay, that's my own fault. I need to work on that, but anyways. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is difficult. I want to keep getting more piercings, but I know the body can only really heal 3 piercings at once, which is tragic. I want to get more, but I've still got a lot that are healing, so I'm working my way up there. I had designed my model with a ton of piercings long before I was even allowed to get piercings. I was not allowed to get ear piercings until I was 18, and even right now, I'm not allowed to get face or body piercings until I graduate college. We're gonna see how long I adhere to that rule. There's a great chance that I there's a great chance. So, um, I also want tattoos, but I'm also not allowed to have tattoos. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm being good right now because I am still working on building up my ear piercings. It's just that it's such a slow process because one does. And for as much as I wish it was not necessary, one must be responsible with piercings. I like to joke about being irresponsible, but please believe me, I take very good care of my piercings. I very much care about my piercings. I swear I'm good. I'm doing my best to be good. I'm just a high energy, easily distractible person in general. Those two thoughts connected in my head, but there's no way for me to explain the connection. I seem irresponsible a lot of the time because I can't vocalize. Can't vocalize a lot of the time my thought process, and it makes it really hard for me to like. It makes it hard for me to be like, I know what I'm doing. I swear I'm responsible, because it'll come out like a joke and be like, haha, I pick at my piercings. I swear I'm better than this. I swear. I do. The picking is a problem anyways, but that's not like a piercing specific issue. I have excoriation disorder. It runs in the family. Alas, I'm doing my best to heal my piercings so I can get more. I love piercings. I want to learn how to do piercings by myself, but that's also scary. I have this horrible fear because I don't want to change out my earrings myself. I'm very scared of it. That I'm going to go to a piercer and be like, hey, I'm ready to downsize, and they'll see the piercings that I've done on myself if I ever do that, and be like, who's your piercer? This is horribly placed and very poorly done. Which obviously I know that's not what anyone would ever say, but that is my fear. Alas. Exploring piercings and stuff, just like having these adult experiences at college, like adult, so to speak. It's so strange and fascinating. College is good for exploring the world, if nothing else. I mean, obviously it's good for education too, but the reason I say it like that is because I didn't want to go to college, and I've been very open about that. I'm here against my will, alas. At least I'm having an education. I'm very grateful for that. I know not everyone does. I only wish it was a choice that I got to make instead of having it made for me, but here I am. I'm at home. I'm drawing now. I don't gotta worry about that. However, I do have one more final, which is a take-home exam that I'm going to do right after stream. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm very unhappy with the fact that it's a take-home exam because it was not supposed to be. But if I get into it, I'm going to get heated, very fast. So I'm choosing to not. Oh, oopsie. Hold on. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I'm choosing to not get into it right now for the sake of my mental health, for the sake of the continuity of my stream. Although the stream has had absolutely no continuity so far. I'm doing a very bad job right now, but that's okay. Curse of being a yapper and an over-explainer. And an overthinker, all at once. These things make it very difficult to stream, but that's okay. Well, yapping makes it easier, so to speak, but alas. I feel like everyone is an overthinker to some capacity. Well, not everyone, because obviously nothing is universal, but like all the people I speak to in some capacity overthink or worry and stuff. I'm a super upfront and chillaxed person, so if someone does something wrong, I'll tell them right to their face. I'll be like, hey, that's not cool, or I don't like that. Or you hurt my feelings. Like, I'm so upfront about it. I wish communication was easier. Communication is just really hard, and I feel like a lot of the time I grew up expecting that, like, oh, once you're an adult, you don't have to worry about it. People will just say it, and then you'll figure out a professional way to figure it out. But unfortunately, as I become more and more acquainted with adult life, I'm learning that could not be farther from the truth. Alas, all we can do is our best. That's okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to connect this back of the head to the rest of the body. I'm so lazy and tired. Like, I don't want to do the toggles. I know I'm not going to do the toggles on stream just because it's so easy and boring. Alas, I feel like I should be doing something with the back of the hair that's not that whole hold on. We need to check it with the face. It's fine. That's fine, right? Or should I be connecting it? I feel like this has to be fine because it's not going to be visible down there, right? Or for continuity's sake, do I have to make it go down the full length? I might bring it down. Hold on. At least I can use symmetry on this part. I don't think this is... never say never. No, yeah, I don't think that's necessary, actually. It'll disrupt the longer hair down there. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, this is fine. I just need to figure out how to connect the back of the hair to the front. Because, so I can do the part, I can illustrate the part right there, and that'll make it so much easier to figure out the bang situation. It's just, I see that there's these tufts of hair on the side that I should be able to do something about. Ooh. My fear with line art, so I've been having a lot of just, like, generally, like, I'm bad at technology issues with Krita. But the one thing I do notice is that I really don't like the line art, how it comes out sometimes. A lot of the brushes give you a better option for realism, and you can do, like, fun things. Like, there's these really nicely textured brushes that look cool. This one is the closest I can get to, like, a straightforward pen, and even then, for some reason, it always feels like the line art is not stable. Even on stabilizer, or, like, the lines are uneven. I know I've been working this line to death, so I know it's, like, that's not the program, that's me and unsteady line work, but I don't know, like, I feel like I'm really having a hard time making the line art steady. But that's okay. Yeah, I don't need these ones now. But I do need to make the hair connect in some way. I don't know how to do that. This is not very connected, I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm not sure how I'm gonna connect the hair in general. Front to back or sides. This is not ideal. I also don't know how I'm going to do coloring and blending, because I see that there's the lines for the hair here that just kind of end, and I don't think I want it to be, like, color on color gradient mashup. I probably am going to I might extend the line art to make it a little more continuous, give it more continuity. Hello, Strawberry, welcome in. I sound quiet? Okay. I don't know what it is. Is this is this too loud? Am I, like, way close to the mic? Hold on. Let me check on my sound. Hold on. The creature is here. Hello, creature. She's not gonna make noise into the mic, but my ferret is here, trying to get into my bedroom, my closet bed. And I don't want that to happen. I know I checked in the, I kept testing my audio, and honestly, at a certain point, I was like, whatever, if I'm quiet, as long as the music is audible and my voice is audible more than that. I don't have a stable place to set up my mic to bring it any closer than this. Yeah, it's still not ideal. I don't even know. I think this is better than before. But I kept testing my audio because I never ever do that. Except then last time when I didn't check my audio, I was on reverb for an hour and a half of a stream, which was not ideal. Anyways, this is me. I brought my mic closer. The thing is, it's probably going to fall over on its side at some point because I don't have a stable place to put it. But that's okay. That's okay. As long as I'm audible, I'm okay with that. Oh, I don't like... Okay, so there's this front piece right here. The line art here is not good. Hold on. Is that... Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do about... What is going on here? I don't know what I'm gonna do about line coloring, because typically in my style for a really polished piece, which naturally would be like a VTuber model, because these go for very expensive. I give it my all. I usually color the line art to be more, to fit in with what is colored underneath it, but I don't know how to adapt that for as I improve my VTuber drawing skills. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You're here to bite me? I'm here to bite you right back. That's kind of my thing. I'm gonna bite you right back. Okay. The back hair, I can draw the part right in there. Oh, now how to animate hair coming off of this back part. Because I don't know how to do that. Okay, my thing is, I feel like I need to reference other models, but I've looked at some other models, and I feel like the way back hair works on other models is just not how it's gonna work for this one. I don't know if I have, like, I need to find a model with hair similar to this. Art is so cool. I agree. Art's cray like that. It's so weird how art works. Like, because growing up I would draw all the time, and then I met someone who's like really good at drawing. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that at my age I could take art seriously. But making VTuber models work is so oh my gosh. Because you have to polish it really nicely. Like, it's gotta be good, especially at the price it goes for. And the purposes that a VTube model is used, gotta be perfect. It's gotta be perfect. It's like, you gotta be perfectionist to make it work. Let me see. But I don't know how to make this segment here, which this segment is gonna be necessary in order for me to get any better at rigging. But I feel like, so what I see a lot of the time is I'll see when someone has really nicely hair, like their hair is done up, this back part kind of gives it a spot to come from, so then you can see like the hair comes from this spot here, which might, like, maybe this is for a ponytail of some sort. But his hair is very much all over the place. This is really tricky. Like, I collected a bunch of videos that I could use when improving my art afterwards, which I'm going to do. A lot of the studies that I'm going to do to work on this model and make it better, I'm going to do tomorrow. I did collect a lot of videos with art cutting tips, but the hair is the one thing, it's just so individualized. There's a lot. I do have a working list, though, of other things I'm going to study to make it better. Like, for sticking the tongue out, I have a literal guide I can follow for that. There's like a guide for a lot of special key forms like that, but I know I'm going to study how a bunch of different models' eyes look. So that I can, because the thing is, I did do a really nice job with the eye here, but it just doesn't fit in at all with the rest of my style. Like, that's not my style right there. Also, I didn't render that eyelash at all. Hold on, I'm backtracking. I got distracted because I did not render. I wonder with the eyelashes how much of it could be separated into different layers to make it even better, but I don't know. I wonder... Does that look cool? Is this cool? I think this might be cool. That's gonna be hard to manipulate and make it look good, but that's pretty cool. I might also, though, want to add some, like, actual highlights. That doesn't look nice. Hold on. That's a little nicer. It might need to be... This is weird, though. That doesn't look cool anymore. I want to give him a cool little eyelash highlight, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for now. This is good. Okay.
Okay, we're chilling. There's so many parts already. And I haven't even gotten to coloring and stuff. This is intimidating. Oh yeah, and all of that was just me procrastinating the actual thing that I'm working on right now. Also, for full disclosure, today's to-do list is... First, I'm updating the hair. I'm going to do eyes and tongue out and finish drawing the toggles off stream tomorrow. Then, well, as soon as I figure out what I want to do in terms of hair separation, I'm going to just continue on and line the rest of the model, moving down the body, which I am scared of. I'm scared of doing that too, but alas, alas. People who do art are crazy. Never met a non-crazy artist, I'm gonna be honest. That's not a bad thing, by the way. That's not an insult. Oh my gosh. I think, like, just by means of being creative, like, all creatives, a little crazy. I mean, well, like I said earlier, universal is not a thing. But you gotta have a little crazy in you to be creative, you know? Being creative is special. It takes a lot of drive. Oh, it takes a lot of drive. A lot of passion. But not to single out, sometimes you draw without the passion. I drew without passion for a couple years until my love for art came back for me. And now here I am. That's what brought me here. Excuse me. I don't like how this collarbone situation looks. Not a fan. I really don't like it. I will come back to that later when I'm coloring, though, I think. I think this is gonna have to be a later me issue. Oh my gosh, I love calling things later me issues and then not worrying about them. That is my specialty. I have an agreement with myself that if I ever choose to make something a later me issue, that later me will be understanding. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll do this homework tomorrow, that's a later me issue. And then the next day I'm like, yeah, I get it, I understand, past me, it's okay. Because the only reason I would ever make something a later me issue is if I had a valid reason to be like, I really, really just can't do it right now. So, maybe I'm too lenient with myself, or maybe I've just mastered the responsible art of procrastination, and I can do it in a way that is productive. Slay! That's so real of you. It's me from the future. It's not a different person, though. I'll be like, I just can't study right now. I cannot focus. I think my time would be more productive spent cooking future meals for myself. Because the thing is, I'll be responsible about it and with my time. Hold on. Excuse me. Like, I'm responsible when I choose to procrastinate. So, if there's ever a reason I should have to make something a later me issue, I would be like, later me will be like, I understand. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, okay. Later me will be understanding, and later me will be like, yeah, it sucks that I had to push this off to right now, because now me in the present, which is later me, is now stressed. But sometimes it's just gotta be a later you issue. Sometimes you gotta afford yourself that. Okay, I have to stop procrastinating. I keep making the hair separation a later me issue, and I need to not be doing that right now. I literally don't know how I'm gonna make the back hair thing work. You know what? I honestly might just leave it like this. This might be fine, honestly. If I just extend the side hair a little bit. Oh, and those are the bangs. So at a base level. That's fine. I feel like it's workable at the very least. And if it's not, I'll cross that bridge when I start coloring. So at least for right now, I believe this is workable. Silly style. That's so true. That's so true. Delegating tasks to others. I mean, like, that's just real. Like, isn't that the purpose? I don't know if I'm misunderstanding, but I feel like that makes perfect sense to me. That's valid. we have different styles, though, of how we delegate tasks to other people. I delegate to future me. You delegate to the other yous. There's multiple of you. That's different. This is workable. Okay, so my issue, though... Oops. Oh, that's not what I should have done. So my issue with this is that the little grace period here, like this connection right here, is so short that I would have to do a lot of, like, stretching to make this work at all angles. So my main thing is I don't like that the hair is, like, sticking out of this rounder area. Like, that's not what I wanted, and that's the reason that, uh-oh, Krita's getting tired of me already. When it starts taking too long to turn layers on and off, I know Krita's already tired of me. My whole main issue, the reason I'm so struggling with the hair separation is that I didn't want there to have to be this like, curve right there. You see that? But I think, frustratingly enough, the only way I'm gonna get to figure out how to make it look better is by actually rendering what I have right now. And I'm not going to render before I finish the line art. I just need to see it lined before I focus on anything else. Yeah, Krita's already starting to take her sweet time. So this is probably not going to be a very long stream, which it wasn't going to be anyway, because as I have described, I am extremely tired from finals and stuff. I didn't even realize it's already been half an hour. I'm assuming this stream will either be 1 hour or an hour and a half. If it goes any longer than that, then that's great, and I'll be very proud of future me. But I need to get onto my take-home exams, which I'm currently not doing. I also, genuinely, like, the thing is, I love streaming, and even if I don't want to stream beforehand, as soon as I get on stream, it's like, this is my hobby, I'm getting back into it, and it's feeling better anyways. Today I just didn't want to stream. And the thing is, it's a commitment that I make to myself. Like, I think it's productive for me to focus on streaming. It's a hobby of mine, it's something I want to invest my time into, and I think it's also just good practice at a lot of different things, which are hard to describe. It's just like, if you get it, you get it when you stream. So... this has been bothering me. I was gonna not take care of it, but I think I should take care of it. That's been bothering me. I fixed it. It is a problem for later me. It is a problem for later me to decide how long the stream is gonna be. Just in terms of self-care, the stream isn't gonna go on much longer anyway, even though Krita is shutting down on me now. But I'm gonna really stay dedicated and make it work, even though Krita is giving me some trouble. Which is okay, that's, like, also just what happens when this has, like, 100 layers and is not even halfway done. Not near halfway done. Let me see. I'm at a good spot, though, until the hair gets rendered, and then I'll decide what else I need to add or change. Because I think definitely this curvature here is that's not okay. I'm gonna have to find some kind of retcon for that. I might even have this side hair blend into it, and that will be a nightmare to rig. That's, like, a very unprofessional way to do it. I might have to check in with my instructor and see, because that is a very unprofessional way to handle this issue. I'll see what I can do. But that would be a nightmare to rig. It's a nightmare to rig when hair comes out of a spot and you have to blend it with the rest of the hair. It's awful. It's awful. And there's already been a lot of that. It's just the nature of drawing and rigging hair, but... oh, this sucks. Ha! Brother, this stinks. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna smooth out those curves. Yeah. So anyways, stream won't last too long, but I definitely want to make it happen. It's kind of like I've talked about this before when I talk about how it can be nerve-wracking to hit start stream and then to switch over from the starting soon screen. Um, hmm. Sometimes now it's not as nerve-wracking, and I've spoken about this before. Like every time it gets a little bit easier to start stream. Um, but then there's days where it's like I just don't want to stream. I'm feeling tired. I'm upset, or I have too much work. Um, but for me, streaming is like a time I set aside for myself. It's a commitment I've made to my hobby and something that I actively want to invest my time and get better at. It's not like, oh, I'm doing myself a disservice if I don't stream just because I don't feel like it. Um, but it's a matter of like, I think streaming is really, really good for me. I truly think streaming is just a productive skill and hobby for me to have. And it's a very good thing for me to invest my time into and my energy. And when I don't want to stream and then I hit stream and I get into it, it gets easier. It gets easier because sometimes it's just a bad day. Sometimes even doing what is something like a hobby to you can feel like it'll be exhausting. But sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it turns out to be worth it. I like how this looks a lot better. I am missing, I really liked these little, like there was one more point on top on each side. Not like, that was really messy. But it was like there's one more and I feel like they were just, it was really good placement. But with their placement and their size, it's not realistic for me to add those right now. I'll see what I can do to add them back if I get a chance, but I don't think that would have been a realistic addition. Or if I go back a lot. No, it just wouldn't have been a realistic addition. There's nothing I could have done for that, unfortunately. I fear for how the polishing stage will go, because I know when it needs to be perfect, and especially when now I'm working with much finer materials in Krita, making it look perfect and catching all these little things that I want to add and make it better and refine it. I'm scared. I'm scared of wanting to make this product perfect. I have a tendency to like cut corners and find easier unprofessional ways to do models when it's for myself, but that's because the thing is, if it still looks fine, it doesn't matter if it's unprofessional. And then when I do something for a client, obviously I do it the most professional way I know how. But it's not going to help me if I keep practicing by cutting corners for myself. There's rules in Live 2D that make work smarter, not harder, really, really applicable. But then there's times where it's like blending the hair right here. Not the most professional solution, but I'm going to have to figure it out. And it's not going to be smarter, not harder. It's going to be, here's me problem solving in a program I want to get better at. So I need to figure out what to do about that. It's okay though. I think I'm in a good spot. Onto the body, question mark? I really don't want to. This is another example of I don't want to. But I gotta. Oh, another hat. Because I changed the hair. That sucks a lot. I do not like the hat placement now. It doesn't look as full. There needs to be more hair there. There simply needs to be more hair there. I'm gonna have to figure out another solution. Hold on, okay, so if I... Yeah, it's like those two pieces on top really, really added some form of volume that was important to me in some way. I want this to be a later me issue, but I know it can't be. I have to figure this out. Let's see. I'm gonna go outside of any grouping and just test and see what stuff looks like. So it's really messy, but here we are. I feel like they just fill a space that has to be filled. Because there's nothing necessarily missing. There's nothing necessarily missing, right? Like, that's a full head of hair. But it just doesn't feel right. And it's not... I had a vision! I know I had a vision, and I can't give up on it. Okay, I'm going to undo where I smoothed out those hair bits. Oh no! I can't go back far enough. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this myself. It's okay. It's okay. So it seems I am gonna have to get creative with how I fix this issue, but like I said, absolutely no cutting corners. So you know what? I'm going to fix this. I'm gonna find a solution. I'm gonna make myself happy. Because you know what? You know what? If I was doing this for a client and they were passionate about the hair placement, I would figure it out. So I'm not cutting corners for myself. Look at me. Look at me problem solving. Look at me. Are you proud of me? I'm so proud of me. I'm gonna figure this out. Maybe, unfortunately, because I am figuring it out, I'm gonna have to find some unprofessional ways around it. However, let us see. Hold on. I need to just totally redo this bit. I messed it up. Yeah, that looks about right. If not, I'll fix it later. I gotta look at it in whole, in full. I gotta... Ooh. Also, I am getting your texts. I see you. I have that one can only comment after 20 minutes of subscription because on one of my first streams when I returned to streaming after like a year of not, there was a troll in the chat. I can't believe I'm using the word troll in the year of our Lord 2024, but like, I was like, I just can't do it anymore. I don't care. I have very, very hard set boundaries and rules for myself in my spaces, so it's just like, you know what? If one person ruins it for everyone, I gotta... No comment rights for you. No comment rights. No chat rights. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who's hanging out. I very much appreciate it. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, officially, I have 56 layers that I'm working with. Let me see. If I am gonna have to make the hat a little bit transparent so I can see what I'm working with. That does include you. I really appreciate everyone who's hanging out today. It means a lot to me when people hang out. I really, really strive to be fun background noise for like gaming or streaming. Keep people company. It's weird though sometimes because the thing is I'm not into watching live streaming. It's just not my medium of content I like to consume. I don't know if it's about like the slow pace or the uncertainty of it. It's just live streaming doesn't work for me as a form of consumption. And like truly it's not my first choice in what I would like to be doing as a hobby. It ended up just working out like that. Like it wasn't something I thought I would enjoy, and now it's something that for me I feel really productive and good about doing. I don't like how this turned out. I'm gonna redo it. So it's weird for me to be streaming like, what? How does one rationalize live streaming, right? I might have, I deleted the sketch for this layer, but that's okay. I think it might be better if I just figure it out myself with the new back hair design I did. I really like when I'm drawing or playing games. Oh, I opened this file so many times. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. That's so goofy. If I could be someone's background noise for drawing the way that I like to listen to like, what is it? Like video essays while I'm drawing, or like playing games too. Like I love video essays while I'm playing Minecraft or something. That would be such a high honor. Just being here having people chill with me, it's such a high honor. It means a lot to me that you're here. And I don't expect it from anyone. This is, like, genuinely, this is my hobby. It's my job to, like, self-regulate how I conduct and interact. I don't know if that makes sense. The thing is, I think with live streaming, a lot of the time, there's this weird insufferability. Not insufferability, that's a mean word. I don't mean it that way. But, like, when someone is a small streamer and they keep compulsively checking their view count and then get discouraged, it's like, it's tough, because I understand how that is discouraging, but it breeds toxicity, the expectation that you want more people to watch. If you want to stream and you want to be successful at using it as a hobby, unfortunately, you gotta be responsible for your own, like, how you conduct yourself surrounding it. For me, that meant losing the idea that networking was going to make me a big VTuber or something like that. For me, it was never about becoming a big VTuber, but it was like once I entered networking spaces, it felt like that was necessary, because the thing is, in like an indie VTuber space, at least around the time when I entered the VTubing, like, sphere, I guess, on VTuber Twitter specifically, which is a totally different, much more toxic community than, like, anything on Twitch or YouTube. It's much worse. I might delete mine soon, honestly. But anyways, is that, let me see. No, I can't get this piece right. I don't know what I want it to look like. Maybe that, I think that's good. This might be a good start, at least. I can work with this. There was this error in, like, 2021 VTuber Twitter that was like, if you're not spending all of your time focusing on networking, focusing on growing yourself, you have no right to complain about your viewership. Which I think that in itself is valid, but it diminishes the fact that a lot of getting popular and making money off of streaming is pure luck. And also, I think definitely involves some discussion of privilege, but we don't have time for that. Anyways, let me see, yeah, okay. For me, it ended up being what I do. I'm not doing this right now. I feel really bad that I forgot to bring sticky notes or something. What I do is, when I stream, I cover my viewer count with a sticky note. Because I know I'll be distracted if I keep looking at it, and I'm worrying about, like, how many people are watching me, am I being successful? I think covering it with a sticky note allowed me to, like, reform my idea of, like, oh, I actually really enjoy streaming when I don't feel the pressure to, like, climb the ranks or something. Because that shouldn't be what it's about, just objectively. And I don't think that's why I started streaming. Like, I don't think I was in it because I wanted to, like, become the next biggest VTuber. It's just that as soon as you enter a VTubing space on Twitter, it's all about how you can't complain about your viewership. And the thing is, I never would have if it wasn't for people making such a big deal about indies all suck because they're so obsessed with themselves and they're all upset that they're indie. And then there were all these controversies around, like, agency VTubers being essentially nepo babies of the community. It's like, shut up! Can we all be friends? Can we please all just be friends? Oh my gosh, I got a little loud. I got passionate, that's my bad. I'm so passionate about why can't we all be friends? Why can't everyone be friends? Why do we have disagreements? Alas. Okay, this is a little bit better. It's not the ideal compromise. Let me, if I turn off the hat. Because the thing is, rendering this hair to blend in with the back hair, not gonna be very realistic for me. Also, I'm gonna redo that. I don't like it. I don't know how I'm gonna make that blending work. I really don't. But gotta adjust. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm not cutting any corners. Yeah, I can make it happen. This might be a good start. Is it? No, it's too big. That's nice. That's nice, right? Is that nice? I feel like it's missing, there's gotta be like a piece right there. That could be done, right? I could do that. That would be fine, right? But then it feels like something's missing here, but I really don't think something's missing there. I feel like there's gotta be this uncomfortable space right there. It makes it a little more realistic. I'm so weirdly picky about everything, aren't I? I think there could be room made for a little piece there. There could be room made. We'll see. I'll cross that bridge when I finish lining this piece of hair. Okay, I'm also, so while I am figuring out the hair piece, which is a big part of, like, I came into here as, like, I can't study the hair off stream because there's just too much, like, there's too much variance in how people cut hair depending on the look of the model, that I would not be able to do the study off stream. It would just be more productive for me to do it while on stream. But now that I'm finally getting closer to finishing up with the hair, I'm realizing how intimidated I am that I have to now go on with the rest of the body. As much as I was using the face to procrastinate the hair, now I'm using the hair because I've already gotten familiar with how I'm working with it to procrastinate rendering or lining the body. Because I don't want to do that. It's going to be a lot of large sweeping strokes that all have to be perfect. It's going to be a lot of figuring out how to draw clothes in a more detailed and polished looking way. I'm not very good at drawing clothes in my normal art. Okay. It's workable. It's not ideal because I did unfortunately have to make some compromises for the back hair. I think I'm off put because the back hair removed a little bit of the volume. So, you know what? If I lift that layer just a bit, might I feel better? Yeah, I definitely took out a lot of the volume, and that's what was upsetting me and throwing me off. I think this is better. This looks better to me. My next thought is that, what is it? My next thought is that I wonder how I'm going to rig hair physics, with the hat. Because I'll need to make sure that the hat looks like it's resting on this tuft of hair, not that it's floating above it while the hair beneath it moves freely. So that's going to be a challenge, but I'm actually excited to take that up and see how it goes. The hat will definitely be removable, like as a toggle, because I like him with and without his hat, just like I like him with and without his jacket, which will also be an outfit toggle. Let me see. Yeah. So I imagine I'll rig the hair physics while the hat's on, so that I can make sure it looks good with the hat on, and then I'll tweak it if I have to with the hat off, make it look different, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think that is going to be a much easier challenge to overcome than many of the challenges I've faced just while lining it alone thus far. Okay, yeah, I think for some reason The right bangs? Hold on a second. Something has gotten mixed up in my rights and lefts. I've made a mistake. Okay, yeah. I think that was it. Yup. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be all like, it looks like there's already way more bangs on the other side, so I could add an extra one on the left side. Look, okay. If I... Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more on that side, but I think I could still work in a little extra piece here. I don't, there's no way to make it fit in though, because I feel like I would want the exit line to be between those two and make it visible, but I do not like the look of that. Let me see. I'm going to see if bringing this one down a little bit fills the space better. Oh, that looks good. It removes... Let me see if I make it shorter. This is okay, I think. I think this is alright. At least for now. Maybe I'll change my mind when I render it. I think, honestly, rendering it will make me like some of the sacrifices I've had to make more. But if it doesn't seem to be made better by the time I render, then I can keep updating and making it better. The good thing about models and having a kind of non-linear rendering process, because everything is in its own separate part, is that it's a lot easier to remake a certain piece of the drawing than it would be if it was like, I've already saved the file as a flat PNG, or a lot of these things are lined on the same layer, therefore lining one thing messes up all the colors. Fixing something like one small part of a VTuber model is so much easier. And it can be daunting too though, because then you'll have to like redraw the whole sweatshirt, so to speak. Like if you have like a shirt that's messed up, you have to redraw the whole shirt, but at least you don't have to like move around a bunch of other layers. Which part is a... What is missing opacity? Is it the whole thing? There we go. And then the hat. Okay. Back to 100. Okay. What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh yeah. At least you don't have to like fix a ton of other stuff around it if you have to redo one piece of it. Losing progress always sucks though, so it's not an exact science. I don't like this thumb. I just noticed. Let me... Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. There's so much going on here. I really don't want to do this. I do not want to do this. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. That's better. I really don't want to do this, but I have to man up. I have to man up and just do it. I'm excited to only have to draw one of each thing because I can copy and paste it in Live 2D. I'm so excited to just have to draw one of each thing and not have like a full model. Anyways. Well, I'll probably have it drawn symmetrical at first just so I can see how it looks. But probably not, actually, though. So, we'll see. We'll cross the bridge when we get there. It's a problem for future me. Let's cross that bridge when we get there is just a normal person's version of that's a problem for future me. It's a less honest, not normal person's, because, like, not to call other people normal, but, like, it's a less honest version of that's a problem for future me. Okay, so I don't need... Oh, I don't even know where to start. This is really intimidating. And I also really just don't want to do it. Okay, it's a little more palatable now. Okay, next dilemma is as for the collar, if I want to have any piece, like, behind the neck. I'm gonna go ahead and assume I'm gonna want a connecting piece, like, right here, just for full coverage sake. It would be easier to just rig the two pieces of the collar, but that's cutting corners. Like, as much as it might look cleaner, and it might be, like, more literally difficult to add a back piece here, I feel like I owe it to myself, truly. Yeah, okay, so I think... Yeah, next... Next thing I'm gonna tackle is definitely then... Oh, yeah, is definitely... Oh, that's gonna be difficult to draw and figure out. But you know what? Nothing I haven't tackled before. I will figure that out. I just don't know how to cut that art-wise, but actually I think I've got it. Yeah, okay, so the next thing I'm gonna tackle is the bodice. However, I think after having finished everything on the head and in relation to the head, before I move on to the body, I want to be able to work on the studies that I have talked about wanting to do off stream, which I'm doing tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end stream here, because I have made a lot of good progress today, even though it seems minimal in the long run. I think I focused really well on the stuff that I want to improve. And now I need to get the rest of my head-based studies out of the way before I move on to the body, because I think it would be just the best for my transitional difficulty in this moment to at least fully finish the head before I move on. And I feel like right now, if I move on right now, I'll feel like thrown off and discomforted by the fact that I need to study some the eyes and mouth later on. I'd like to keep my stuff together before I move on and make this big change, because I've been working on the head of this model for like 2 months now, right? I just need to have it done, and that is going to be done tomorrow. So I'll hop off stream now. I think I made some good progress. Probably not like a lot, and I could definitely make a lot more progress if I stayed on, but I have an exam to take. I fully have an exam that I'm not taking right now, which I have until tomorrow. It's not like I'm procrastinating, but I just want to do it tonight. I need to be done with school now that I'm back home. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys keeping me company. I had a really good time today. And I'll see you in a couple weeks. I haven't scheduled my next stream, but I'm about to do it right now as I hop off. So, yeah, like I said, thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely night. Let me, hold on, I haven't tested, hold on. I'm going to do... I have so many keyforms for different waving animations. I'm gonna stick with my normal one for now. Bye-bye. Wait.